Thank you. Durbanville, never far away.
Yeah, been very disappointing, Fee. You know, we thought a lot of him early on. I'd just say I hope he can run a place.
And Williams' impact there, 3 runs, looking for improvement?
Yeah, but, you know, he's been very disappointing as well, but we'll just see. We put the blinkers on him and he's drawn badly again, so it's hard to get the improvement that we were looking for, but we'll see.
Race 3 typeface, 2 encouraging runs and then rested.
Yeah, she had 2 good runs. We rested her through the wet winter. Unfortunately, that second run of hers, she came out very well out the gates and was racing but free. Hopefully today we can drop her in and let her run on like she did in her first start.
Race 4, Double Charms, an interesting runner, 3 good runs in Natal.
Yeah, she had 3 good runs. She won on the grass first time out, but unfortunately just not enough races for her to run again on the grass, so we just had to take our chances on the poly, and she didn't really enjoy the poly. She's an extremely good-looking filly and a good mover, so I think she'll run much better today.
Race 5, the 2, King Mo, good win last time.
Yeah, I thought he won a very good race, and no one seems to think of anything of him today. I think he's got a big chance, I really do. And then even our maiden, you know, he worked very well with Love and Winter prior to Love and Winter's race, and Love and Winter won last Tuesday, so, you know, I think he'll run well as well.
That's not in doubt. You're talking about pretty consistent. Race 7, Pineapple Princess, back in Cape Town.
Yeah, you know, he was a bit disappointing in Durban. He had 1 good run, and then the others, there were legitimate excuses for him, but we'll give him another chance. I think he'll run well today.
And then in race 8, you've got Slurricane, Cape debut, drawn wide.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the draw, I think I would fancy him to be in the first 3, definitely, but hopefully Simonga can wave his magic wand, and we'll be there and thereabouts.
Good to be getting them all out and running here in Cape Town ahead of the season.
No, definitely. You know, we're using these as good gallops, and if they can win, they can win, and we get paid for a gallop, so it's great. That's the way to go.
Jack, I think, would be riding pretty quick though today.
Yes, very much so.
Best of luck, Vaughan. Lovely to have you, and thanks for your tips for the day.
Thank you, Fee. Thanks so much.
Thanks very much to Vaughan Marshall. He's got 9 runners this afternoon, and some of them with some nice chances. Back to Alistair in the studio for race number 1.
Thanks very much to Fiona and to Vaughan Marshall for all of that heading into the first race, the start of today's bipod. Just to make mention, scratch number 10, Robertus. Fiona makes a long walk from the number 1 box to the gazebo. Fiona, lovely to be here at Hollywood Bets Durbanville. First time I've presented here. I've called a few meetings here, and it's amazing what a little bit of care, a little bit of love can do, and lovely to be working with you as well.
Thank you. Good to have you here, and lovely to be working with you too. We've had some great crowds on course since it's changed to Hollywood Bets Durbanville. As you said, the colour, the vibe, everything about it's fantastic, and today it's an absolutely stunning day.
Absolutely, and to be fair, today's card, there might be a few youngsters that go through the divisions and end up feature race level, but, you know, there's no big names, not yet anyway, that are running. It is typically bread and butter midweek, but there's still a good vibe here. There are a lot more people than I ever remember coming to Hollywood Bets Durbanville.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I think that the change has been huge, and I think the advertising and getting people on track has been great. But you said there's nothing, sort of no major standouts, but I think there's so many young horses out at the moment. It makes racing really interesting, and they could be anything. And you were listening to Justin's interview. He's got lots of youngsters out with lots of potential.
Always is this time of year. First compliment that I have to pay to all the trainers. I couldn't find one bad-looking horse in the parade ring for race 1.
You
know, they all strode down beautifully.
Absolutely. I thought a very good-looking field of individuals indeed, and going down to post nicely as well. It's going to be a tough one, because I think we could easily see a winner coming from perhaps one of the unraced or lightly raced horses here. Some really, really good-looking sorts.
So my numbers here are 2, 7, 6 and 9. Let's start off with them. Number 2, Bardolino from the Brett Crawford stable. Louis Mkotwa takes the ride. They can do no wrong at the moment. My line of thinking here, Fiona, is that he ran behind Colonial Gold, therefore finished just in front of Run For Me and Rockpool. Rockpool's a horse that everyone's talking about, so I think on that evidence, number 2, Bardolino must have some sort of chance. What's your opinion?
I couldn't agree more. I'm putting him in my selections as well. You know, the stable's in great form at the moment. They can't go wrong, and you've got to respect that. When a stable's in form, just about anything can run well. But this horse is a nice-looking son of Oratorio. Caught my eye in the parade ring super coat, and certainly went down very nicely as well under Louis Mkotwa, and has got a good draw.
All of Justin Snaith's runners interest me here. I'm leaning towards number 7, Rockpool. The Richard Furry factor does play a part in that. Also the good improvement from the first run to the second run. And also the fact that he goes 1,400 metres for the first time. Now, he's a half-brother to Zimbabwean champion Dindingwe, who's now with Paul Matchett. I see Dindingwe is running at Hollywood Bets Greyville this weekend. That's how you want to see them go down?
Exactly. Number 7 is my top selection. He's the one that nearly wiped us out in the parade ring, by the way, just now.
Not 8.
I think it was 7, wasn't it? Bucking and kicking. But anyway, he looked amazing going down to post. I thought he went down one of the best. Really, really nice looking son of Futura. Improving all the time. Well, had 2 starts, improved second start to finish good second. I think we'll see further improvement today over this sort of trip. And yeah, I liked him a lot. Super looking horse.
I see they're starting to load up for the first leg of the bar, but there's number 6 Aspect. That form line of Wiccan Warrior was franked this weekend at Hollywood Bets Greyville, so also worth a lot of respect. We heard what Vaughan Marshall had to say, and then I thought number 9 Pegasus Peak, the first time by Dynasty, really went down to the start nicely. Might be more effective over further. The fact that he's making his debut over 1,400 metres perhaps hints that, but watch out for him running on strongly, type of horse that you can follow next time or the time after. Right, let's get up to Devon Pretorius. It was lovely to meet him today, and he'll be calling the first 2 races here at Hollywood Bets Durbanville.
Thank you, Alistair. Field's basically loaded. We're still waiting on 1 or 2 more runners. That is Bardolino, Run For Me. That's right, the chestnut to complete the lineup. This is the Hollywood Bets Durbanville. Welcomes you, maiden place. Still waiting on That's Right to complete the lineup. Field of 9 runners. Scratched is number 10, Robertus. That's Right now moves forward. We're just about set for a start. 9 runners, 1,400 meters. Flag goes up. Dates are back. And they're off and racing from the 1,400 meter mark. And That's Right, as well as Pegasus Peak, was just a little slow into stride. Ada Fontaine tucks in early on. Out in front, Aspect with the white cap, the blue sleeves responded really well. Also, Run For Me is also up there in a handy position early on. Give Me More Time is going to settle in the 1 out, 1 back position. Further back in running to Bardolino. Then comes That's Right, racing with the sheepskin noseband. Back on the inside rail is Fortnight, the black sleeves and white cap, about 8 lengths off the early speed. Further back in running to Rockpool, racing alongside Fortnight. And Ada Fontaine's 1 from last, with the back marker being Pegasus Peak, who's about 10 lengths off the leader. They've got about 800 meters left to go, and it's Run For Me out in front. The red sleeves and white cap shows the way by 1.5 lengths. In second is Aspect. Towards the outside of runners is Give Me More Time. Further back in running towards the inside is Bardolino in a full set of sorts. Back on the outside rail is That's Right. Then comes, looks to be Rockpool. Further back in running to Ada Fontaine, and at the back end of the field is Pegasus Peak, as they've got 400 meters left to go. Towards the inside, Bardolino as well as Aspect. Run For Me is right in the middle of the track, running on smartly. Towards the outside, Rockpool's also finally starting to find his stride, but on the inside it's Bardolino with Aspect, Run For Me, but Bardolino's hit the front now and has shot 1 length clear, and Bardolino looks to go too good here, and Bardolino's going to open up the race meeting. Second got very close between Rockpool as well as Aspect, then further back in running to Run For Me as well as Give Me More Time. Towards the inside, the blue sleeves, blue cap, full set of salts. Number 2, Bardolino under Louis Mkotwa, who's going to come up to open up today's race meeting with a devastating turn of foot to come clear and win the first race of the afternoon. Second got mighty close, going to go towards the outside, number 7, Rockpool, who's going to complete the exacta there, followed by number 6, Aspect in third. That's number 5. Further back in running to Give Me More Time. And the rest of the field a long way back. Your winner towards the inside, blue sleeves, blue cap, gets the 1 or 2 reminders, urged along. The rest of the field under the stick. However, Liam Kotua comes home a comfortable winner in the end, wins by about 1.5 lengths, and opens up today's race meeting. meters. As we look now at number 4, Prevalence, the next one to canter down to the start. Take note, this is the start of today's place accumulator. So make sure to become part of that play as we look at number 9, Forever Bull, the next one to canter down. As we still have 4 runners to make their way down to the post. Next one down is number 6, Madison Blues. Number 5, Intimidator, goes past him on the outside. Number 8, Williams Impact, which leaves us with number 7, Future Swing, to complete the lineup. For race number 2 of the afternoon, we cross on down to Fiona Ramsden and Alistair Cohen to talk us through the preview for race number 2.
Some nice looking horses in the parade ring for race 2, and there was in race 1 as well. Certainly some nice youngsters coming out, and Andre Nell's horse was one of them here. Salukwe, I thought caught my eyes being one of the nice lookers in the parade. Good debut third, and he's got a good draw today.
And the draw is important. Debut was a nice soft experience for him in a work riders race where they can't be hit, so he's come out really well. He's been here for a gallop, and of course well, should see improved run.
Lovely looker. In race 3, you've got Rafif's Choice. Had the 3 good runs. She looks the one to beat today.
Draw's a tricky draw. The form is very much exposed, so what you see is what you get. She's very well, so if she gets some luck in running, yeah, she'll be competitive.
Race 4, you've got Everglades coming off a rest. You have said that may need the run.
Well, not just may need the run. She's been suspended twice for bleeding, so we've disclosed to the stops. We're gonna drop her out and let her run on. We need some. Don't really care what the result is as long as she doesn't bleed.
Best of luck there. Race 6, you've got Academic Gold. Now she's pretty consistent, isn't she?
Very consistent since she's been back to Cape Town. Still going up in the ratings as a 6-year-old, so it's a bit tricky for her with keep getting a penalty, but she is consistent, she is well. She doesn't seem to like this course as much as Kenilworth, just by the way she looks at the back gears where we're saddling. She's quite shivery and a bit nervous, so that's a slight concern, but I'm happy with the work and I expect a nice run from her.
And then you've got Rosalie Runs in there as well. Won her last start?
Won her last start, but in completely different conditions. She's a mudlock, needs it to be soft. I don't obviously agree with how the handicappers saw the race, but she is very well. But as a 7-year-old, she's got to run, even though I can't wait for winter again.
Yeah, it's pretty firming up out there, isn't it? But anyway, best of luck. You've got some nice runners this afternoon. Hope to see you in the winner's box.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much to Andre Nell. Watch out for some of his runners this afternoon. They look to have some chances. Back to Alistair for race number 2.
Thank you very much, Fiona, and to Andre Nell. Right, race number 2, they're on their way down to the start. Races off at 10:02, which is approximately 4 minutes from now. And Fiona's here. Had a good look at them on the way down to the start and had a good look at them in the ring, Fiona. Dare I say, maybe this race doesn't quite have as much depth of race number 1, but what this race has got going for it is that there could be a few horses that have a lot of scope, and in 6 months' time you could know a lot more about 1 or 2 of these.
Yeah, as you said, not quite a full field of classy-looking individuals in the parade, but there were 1 or 2 that stood out, and yeah, Andres was one of them, having just spoken to him, a really nice son of Pomodoro. As you just said, quite a soft debut being a work riders race, but will definitely come on, I would have thought, with a good draw.
My numbers here are 4, 7, 2 and 1. I've bracketed 1 with 5 there for that 4th position. Starting off with number 4, Prevalence. Suddenly give me the green light. A big solid hunk of a horse, this horse. Obviously the mare Sabina Park was a Group 1 winner. She's produced winners. I know that the half-brother American Landing won the East Cape Derby a few years ago. That was the last time he won. I think the handicapper just got stuck into him and he lost his confidence, a combination of both. But going this distance for the first time, I think stands him in good stead, and he's got the jockey of the moment on board.
Yes, absolutely, and he really did look well, and he's gone down nicely, hasn't he, as as well. Lovely action, and he's nice and relaxed, ears pricked. And third behind Red Impact. They think quite a bit of Red Impact, who's running a bit later on this afternoon. And as you said, stable in cracking form. So I think we can expect to see this one in the shake-up.
Stable companion is number 7, Future Swing, with 2 runs under the belt. The key is that he's been here at Hollywood Bets Durbanville. He made his debut at this course over 12.50 and finished behind Lang's Power when staying on quite nicely. Followed up with a reasonable third behind Castle Time. You might see a little bit more from Future Swing this afternoon. Is he your idea of the winner?
I think so. You know, there were 2 good thirds. He's obviously going to appreciate the little bit extra. And he was still quite green last time. I think hopefully he'll be a little bit more confident running today, and he's got Richard Furry up. I think you've got to respect him.
Snape's got 4 lively chances here with just 4 runners. Not beyond the realms of possibility that he has first, second, third, maybe even 4th in this race. Number 2, Cider House Rules. The form was very well franked by Lamorne just a week ago here at Hollywood Bets Durbanville. There's a horse that has caught my eye. So number 2, Cider House Rules, must have a live chance. I thought he could have gone down a little bit better though, Fee.
Yes, he hasn't gone down the best of the bunch, has he? But nice looker in the parade ring. He's another son of Pomodoro. We've got a couple in this race, Pomodoros. Nice looker, and he certainly seems to be going the right way. And as you said, third behind Lamorne, who won very well the other day. So one that's also got to be respected. He's tried the 14 before and run a good race, so distance suited.
I'm going to throw a bit of a curveball at you. I thought number 6, Madison Blues, was presented very nicely by Eric Sands. Little to go on debut run, but there's got to be some little bit of improvement to come there.
I've got a star for paddock looks. A beautiful son of Vercingetorix, probably a standout in the parade ring. Really, really nice looking colt, smashing coat. Yeah, and as you said, didn't possibly shine on debut, but hopefully a natural improver today. I see JP van der Merwe now gets the ride. Eldo's not riding today, but I think he could easily improve today.
I'm glad we agree on that, but all in all, I'm with number 4, Prevalence. 7, Future Swing, to run a huge race. Probably the first 2 past the post here in race number 2, and Devon will tell us more about it.
Thank you, Alistair. Thank you, Fiona. This is race 2 of the afternoon, the www.tabonline.co.za maiden plate to be run over 1,400 meters. Cider House Rules, Forged Steel, Intimidator, Williams Impact and Forever Bull already locked and loaded. Salutwe now steps forward, Prevalence moves in. Next up is Future Swing. Start of today's place accumulator. Future Swing moves forward. And Madison Blues to complete the lineup. Moves in. 1,400 meters to race. Flag goes up. And away they go from the 1,400 meter mark. And Forever Bull was just a little bit slow into stride and tucks in early on. Towards the inside, Cider House Rules responded really well. Madison Blues is also up there in the firing line, but towards the outside, Intimidator shows even quicker turn. Now it pushes past runners to set up into a handier position. Salutwe is back on the inside rail in 4th. Further back to Forged Steel racing on the outside of Prevalence. Then comes Future Swing, and at the back end of the field is Forever Bull racing alongside Williams Impact, who's easily about 8 to 9 lengths off the leader. They've got just over 800 meters left to go, and Cider House Rules still out in front, shows the way by 1 length. Not really a quick gallop on at the moment, I must say. In second is Intimidator, then comes Lukwe in third. Towards the outside is Madison Blues in 4th. Back on the inside rail is Prevalence, followed by Forged Steel. Future Swings next in running, followed by Williams Impact, and Forever Bull is going to whip them in as they've got just over 500 meters left to run. Out in front, Cider House Rules, going to try and make every post a winning one. Salutwe towards the inside, now starting to work into the race. Towards the outside of runners is Intimidator, and deepest out on the track is Future Swing, who's really starting to work into the race with Prevalence as they've got just over a furlong left to run. Future Swing and Prevalence, these two have now shot length clear of the rest of the field. On the inside, Intimidator's trying to fight, but it's Prevalence with his neck out in front. Prevalence, Future Swing, Prevalence, Future Swing. The line comes, and it's too close to crawl. Just in behind that was Intimidator, followed by Salutwe, but very close between Prevalence and Future Swing. Well, heads up, heads down here for the second race of the afternoon. Future Swing towards the outside of runners. Prevalence back on the inside. Absolutely nothing separating them as the line comes. Prevalence changes his legs just as towards the inside, Prevalence, I'm going to give it to. Second's going to go to number 7, Future Swing, who just gets denied by an absolute fraction, followed by number 5 and 2 lengths back to Salute is going to round up the quartet. Cider House Rules, who was up there for most of the race, then faded out in the final 2 furlongs. Madison Blues was next in running, followed by Forge Steel. And a long way back to Forever Bull, as well as Williams Impact. As and Prevalence, these two went about 2 lengths clear of the rest of the field, and it was an absolute tussle right towards the end. However, Prevalence with the yellow and blue salt is going to come out just on top by a whisker of a nose, and will come home to win the second race of the afternoon.
again today. So I'm hoping I'm right. I mean, she looks good. She's working well. I just can't understand why she has been running the way she has. So I'm putting it down to the small feet.
Hopefully she'll enjoy the firmer ground. Race 5, Swift Action. Last 2 runs have been good, drawn 2 today.
Yeah, nice draw, which is going to help a lot. Ideally, I would like to go a little bit further with him. I think he's wanting a 1,400 metres. But there just wasn't anything for him at the moment, and he's just in such a good space at the moment, so I wanted to run him. And, you know, nice low-rated race. I thought, well, let's take our chances. I put a pair of blinkers on him to try and help speed him up a little bit. If he can get a good jump, you know, I don't think he's going to be up handy. He'll probably be coming from off the pace, but, you know, if the pace is a good, fair pace, I think he'll be running on at them at the end, and I think he's probably my second best for the day.
Race 6, you've got Alfred's Girl. You never really know when she could pop up.
Fee, she's had issues, that filly, so, you know, I think her poor form, her in and out form, I hate it when horses run in and out. But she's an old filly, and, you know, she just likes things to go her way. So I'm hoping that things go her way today, and she can run a good, honest race. She's been working exceptionally well, and she's looking fantastic. When you see in the ring, you'll see she's looking fantastic. So, yeah, I just hope that things go her way today and she can perform today.
Then in the last, you've got Bocala up to the mile with the blinkers off.
Yeah, this filly's not ready yet. You know, she's a nice filly with a massive stride, and you know, I gave her the runs down the straight, but I'm wasting my time with her down the straight. She's probably going to end up going 2,000 metres. So I just thought it was a nice time for her to, rather than sit in the box and get stale, you know, bring her here and give her another educational run over a trip that she'll be better suited to. I can't see her finishing in the first 3. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I can't see it. And she will improve from this. So, yeah, she's just here for the experience around the turn.
Well, best of luck. I hope you run well this afternoon. Best of luck, Pete.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much to Pete Borter. He came here with 1 runner on Saturday and that won, and he's got some nice runners today, but he's certainly a stable that's been in good form. Back to Alistair for race number 3.
Thanks very much, Fiona and Pete. Yeah, that 1 runner that came here on Saturday is definitely a real tough, hard-knocking horse. So Pete Borter's got his horses in good touch. Now, race number 3 on the card. All the talk is and all the expectation is about number 8, Rafif's Choice from the Andre Null stable. Corne Orfer takes a ride on this daughter of Rafif. And Fiona, I don't want to strike the fear of God into anyone, because I think she'll want to say, but she could have looked a little bit better. No faults of Andre Null. I mean, he's presented her, you know, looking as well as he could, but I've seen them just look more refined. I think that's probably the nicest way to put it.
I think there was nothing wrong with her in terms of looks of wellness,
yeah.
Obviously, but I know what you're saying. There was probably, surely wasn't the standout in the parade ring in terms of quality and looks. She was sort of quite a long-rangey filly, but she certainly got the ability going the right way. Obviously, as Andre said in the interview, he's a bit of a tricky draw, but she certainly got good form, hasn't she? And she's certainly going in the right direction.
Yeah, in terms of a tricky draw, you'll probably find the pace will be on. It generally is here at Hollywood Bets Durbanville, a lot more genuine than it is just up the road at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth. So you might get a little bit of luck from that draw and end up in a reasonable position. I mean, 8 out of 14 is certainly not the end of the world. You could still end up with some cut. There were 2 that caught my eye. One of the best was number 6, Typeface, daughter of Futura. Vaughan Marshall's runners have been knocking on the door in the first race with that horse Aspect running a close-up 3rd. I thought she looked well, and she doesn't look unfit. She's been off for 14 weeks, but she looks like she's been off for 4. Yeah,
one thing about Vaughan, he brings them to the course pretty fit. She also caught my eye in the parade ring. She's sure she really did look superb today. A super coat, nice and relaxed way about her as well, and I agree with you, she really did look well, and she's freshened up a little bit now. She's been off since June, so I think we could see quite a nice run from her. She certainly did look well.
And just a little bit of a reference to the form of the last run behind Gimme a First. 3rd horse Queen of Sparta won, 4th horse Creme Brulee won, 6th horse Future Girl came out and won as well, and of course Typeface finished 5th there. And then obviously down the page there's a horse called Catalea, who also came out of that run and was quite well beaten by Typeface. She came out and won out of that form as well. So there's a lot to like about number 6, Typeface. She's from looking like a pick 6 banker was Rafif's choice. She also got promoted. Number 13, Ola Bombshell, was beaten 4 1/4 lengths by Catalea. So if you use that line of form where Typeface finished in front of Catalea and Ola Bombshell was 4 1/4 lengths behind Catalea. But with that said, by Royal Mo stepping up in distance, not impossible that she gets quite close here.
Yeah, she's another filly that's on the up and improving. As you said, she'll probably relish the little bit extra. It's just sad that she is actually drawn not very well at all. If you think about the favourite, she's being not drawn a tricky draw of 8. This one's drawn 13, so not an easy draw, but certainly a filly that's going the right way. She's got the blinkers on again today, and yeah, as you said, she'll enjoy the little bit extra. It's just unfortunate the draw.
Quick word about Shane Humby. He's got his first runner back in the Cape, number 11, Misty Cliffs. Also got an awkward draw, but knocking on the door in Joburg. For me, her best run was 5 1/2 lengths behind Gobblesnake. But let's take the form out of the question, because that's all Joburg form, and it's good Joburg form. It's ready to win Joburg form. But Shane, of course, from this part of the world, back in the Western Cape. Good to have him back with all the initiatives.
Absolutely, good to have him back. And this is a lovely looking filly by Camphor Cliffs. I like the look of her in the parade. A little bit heady, wasn't she? Headstrong going to post.
6 and 8 for me. Let's go up to Philip for race 3.
Thanks, Alistair. Runners loading for race 3, the Race Cape, powered by Hollywood Bets, a maiden plate fillies and mares over 1,400 metres. Supreme Dream steps forward. Lady Writer's installed. Typeface up to the gates. Ola Bombshell stands ready. Piper's Creek. Fur Baby. Soft Touch. Soft Touch steps forward. Rafif's Choice. Short Sharp Shock. Misty Cliffs. Misty Cliffs goes in. Starting against the all clear, 1,400 a race. Stand by, gates are open. They sent away from the 1,400 with Piper's Creek very slow to stride. Must have lost at least 6 lengths leaving the stall. Short Sharp Shock responded well, goes up looking for the lead. Fur Baby's up there too. Teardrop is up with the speed as well. They being followed after those ones by Misty Cliffs, who settled in about 3 lengths off the lead. Pontevecchio has the rails in behind those. Then came Miss New York, is racing 5 or 6 lengths. And they being followed after those by Typeface, is about 7 or 8 off the leader. Then came Rafif's Choice, 8 or 9 lengths off the lead. Supreme Dream is further back with Silver Queen in behind that. Ola Bombshell and Piper's Creek, the two at the back, and they're about 15 lengths off this leader. Short Sharp Shock and Teardrop, those two dispute the running with Fur Baby. Pontevecchio's in behind those, is creeping closer. Then came Soft Touch in behind those. Miss New York's got about 5 to go. They straighten up, they've got 550 metres left for the line. Short Sharp Shock is the one in front from Teardrop. Pontevecchio along the inside. Fur Baby tries to close ground. Soft Touch in the centre. Rafif's Choice is also starting to make steady progress in the centre of the course and trying to kick on, but Fur Baby has skipped for home. The leader from Teardrop in behind those. Pontevecchio. Typeface is in behind those. It's Fur Baby has swept into the lead and out in front and clear. Typeface and Teardrop's in behind those. Rafif's Choice is running on, but it's all Fur Baby, who gears down to win by 3. It's going to be tight for second. Maybe Rafif's Choice just ahead of Typeface. Well, Fur Baby, the 5 under Richard Ferree, has got away about 3 or 4 lengths at this stage. Teardrop, Typeface running on, and Rafif's Choice in the centre of the course is trying to get going. But it's all the 5. Fur Baby gears down to win by about 4 lengths in the end. Fur Baby an easy winner. Second placing will go to Rafif's Choice. That's the 8 back in second. They being followed after those by the 6 Typeface into third. And then came the 14 Teardrop back in 4th position. Soft Touch was in behind those. Misty Cliffs was further back. Then came Supreme Dream. Short Sharp Shock was in behind those. Then came the 4 Lady Writer. Then Miss New York, Pontevecchio, and Ola Bombshell. Head-on shows Teardrop, Fur Baby. Those are the two in front at this stage. Rafif's Choice is trying to get going in the platinum colours in the centre of the course. But it's all the 5, Fur Baby, who stretches away in the closing stages and goes on to win the first leg of today's Pick 6. From the 8, Rafif's Choice back in second. Then it's the 6, Type Face into third. And then the 14, Teardrop, back in fourth position. Your numbers 5, 8, 6, 14 for race number 3.